All right, y'all, so what was supposed to be a fast start to the video, clean little start of me. I had to put water in the radiator of the truck because the radiator, it leaks. That's always fun. Keep a couple gallons in the back seat. But was supposed to start off with me filling up the radiator and then putting the cattle trailer on. I'm not saying what we're doing yet. But was supposed to start off with that. Ended up hitting the roadblock pretty quick because my uncle has the Ram 2500 with him at the airport. So we can't use that today, which is fine because we got Dad's little F-150, which is fine because we don't need we're not pulling a lot. But in saying that, my uncle's truck is so tall. It has I think it's probably like a 3 or 4 inch lift. I'm not really a truck, know too much about like the lifts and all that, but I would say it's maybe even close to it's like 6, but I don't want to exaggerate, but it's high up there. To the point where you have to use a whole nother hole on the jack. So in saying that, I lowered my jack as far as I can go, and it's still can't go on the ball. You see it's too short. So what I'm gonna have to do, I think, is fortunately I had these 2x4s in here. So the plan is, it's gonna be kind of sketchy, but I'm gonna put the 2x4s behind the hitch. I'm gonna pull the truck up, then I'm gonna jack up the trailer, put it up on these two, right? So it'll be theoretically about 4 inches higher, 3 or 4 inches higher than what it is. I'm gonna have to jack it up 3 or 4 inches. Drop the trailer onto the boards, so then the weight's onto the truck. Then go to my jack and I'm gonna have to go to my jack and put it in the smaller hole, I guess. And then I don't know. We're gonna see if we can do that. I might be short a board now that I think about it, because I don't know. We're gonna figure it out, and I'll let y'all know if it works. All right, y'all, I don't know what all y'all can see. But we got her attached. Finally. I really needed that one more board, like I said, because I had it stacked up higher. Then you saw me pick up the jack, but I mean, I was out of my jack completely, and I couldn't get off of those two boards. And I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I walked around the pasture. That's why I cut the camera off. Walked around the pasture for about 10 minutes trying to find anything, an old block that Dad might have used in like the 70s, but not really the 70s. My dad was born in the 70s, but like in the 90s or something when he first bought this or started running cows on this place. So the only thing I could think of doing was I just laid down. The only thing I was gonna do, I was about to go start getting bricks that we used to put on our house and start stacking it on my truck on the tailgate to weigh it down. But I jumped on it, like leaned on it and put all my weight on it, and about all 154 pounds of me. And I mean, it's clear by like a millimeter. I just shook it off, and I finally got those boards off. And then I got it lowered down. But yeah, it's kind of an interesting deal. But yeah, that happens when you have a F-150 and then a Ram 2500 that has a 5-inch lift on it. Now this is the sketchy part, trying to get out of this place. It is almost impossible. I just hope I don't go in the ditch, because the ditches are very deep here, and that would be a bad day. So you come straight through this gate and then bang, 90 degrees. There's a mailbox right there. I don't want to show you my address, but right here. And then look, the tires, you can see. I mean, look at the drop from here to here. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but that's my whole tripod. That's like 2 feet. And so you come down here about 7 inches, 6-7 inches lower, and then you can slide down here in that culvert, and that culvert's probably waist deep on me. And yeah, I'm above average height, so it's kind of crazy, kind of sketchy coming out of here. All right, y'all, so as y'all might have got from the title and everything like that, we were headed to Mize, Mississippi for their horse sale. As y'all know, I've been up here a couple times. I videoed it one time, and I've been up here 2 other times. I'm back with my mom, which is, you know, we get to spend a little bit of time together, which we don't get to do too much anymore with me being away for school and work. But in saying that, it is the last weekend of November. In 2 days, it'll be December 1st. So happy Thanksgiving to all of y'all. It'll be probably closer to Christmas time when y'all see this. But there's really not a ton of horses in this sale. Unfortunately, there is a horse that I really like so far based off of the paper. Like just based off of what I can see from Facebook and like the papers on it. But I haven't seen it yet. We're only getting there like an hour before sale time, so we're running a little bit later. We usually get there with a couple hours, but kind of how this horse auction is set up is kind of weird. There's not really a lot of riding room or anything like that where you can really like see the horses. So you pretty much, I mean, what you can do in an hour, you can do in 5 hours, which is kind of unfortunate. But we're gonna come up here. We don't really have a big list. This is more of us just hanging out, stuff like that. Hopefully we'll get one, but we're not gonna go spend above our means by any means. So, you know, like I said, 5 minutes out, we got to get our bid number, all that good stuff, and then I'll pick back up with y'all, you know, when we're in the barn.
This right here is Old Boomer. He's a bay gelding. He stands 15 2 hands. He's a quarter horse gelding. He's been there, done that kind of horse right here. He's a trail rider's dream. He walks, he trots, he canters. They've been sorting off all of them boys. He's talking about a good horse right here, and I mean a good, safe horse. Do whatever you want to do horseback on him. He'll be 100% sound. Look at him, one hand around him. You watch him drag him range right across and he'll stop. He turns both ways. They've team pitted, they've sorted off of him, they trail rode him. He said, you ride him now, you ride him a year from now, and he'll be just that broke every time you sit on him, boy. Tell me, Papa, big shaky mouse gelding. Fine, give it a $5, give it a down $5, give it a down $5, give it a $5, give it a down $5, give it a $5, fine, give it a $4, give it a, y'all tell me, $2, give it a down, I'll let y'all bet $1,000, 12, 15, 17, 2,000, 2, gotta be 2, what do you give it a down, 2, give it a down 2, I'm give it a down 2, give it a 2,000, 2,000, now 22, I'm way up here, 2,000, 22, now 5, give it a down 5, I got the man in up here, 22, now 3, give it another, you boys out, and then get it a 20. You take him out there and you ride him. He said you can bar the saddle and bridle on him. Be just that way you sit on him. He's been around the trail rides, he's been around the cowboys, he's been around the drums, he's been around y'all. Got to be 2,300, buddy. 23. Now 4. 24. Now 5. Ride again. 24. Now 5. 24. 5 times. Get it out, buddy.
All right, y'all. It's drizzling out here, so I hope y'all can hear me okay still. And I'm under the tin roof of the barn. So this has been a wacky video. I don't even know the last time I recorded on this video. I really like this bay gelding that was selling, and so much. I kind of put all my eggs in one basket, and I pretty much sunk every dollar to my name to get him. Unfortunately, that wasn't enough. He went a lot higher than what I thought, but I guess other people kind of did their homework and realized, you know, he was a really good horse, better than what, you know, the information was on the internet about him. The internet was a little bit wacky at this sale. They didn't have a lot of information on the horses, so it was very limited to, I'm talking about like 10 horses in the wholesale that you actually knew about them. Other than that, you were just asking, trying to ask around and hoping, you know, you can trust people, stuff like that. A lot of people are pretty truthful at the sale. I'll give them credit for that. But still, you know, you ask somebody about this horse, they tell you all this. I'm like, so do you own this horse? And they're like, no, I heard it from somebody else. So it's like, you know, is that even a credible source? I don't know. So anyway, I thought about a long time about how I'm going to do this. But I should be happier right now, but I'm kind of sad for y'all. But actually, it's kind of a funny thing. It's funny. It's something that, looking back, I'll think it's very funny. But I was with my mom yesterday, and she, I think she realized how disappointed I was after I didn't get the gelding that I wanted. And I'm not one to get very negative, but I was not. I mean, I wasn't like mean to her, but she could tell I just didn't want to talk or anything. And we always get lemonade. I don't know, I'm getting very roundabout, but we always get lemonade. So we're drinking our lemonade or whatever, and I go to throw my lemonade away, which is right outside the arena. And so I throw my cup away. I walk down this, you know, we're at the top. I walk down, I throw the cup away in the arena, and I come back and I see this horse in the ring. And it's riding good. It's a mare, a Palomino mare, and it's actually the same owner as the gelding that I wanted. So I was very interested, but I just, you know, I didn't have my big card, number one, and number two, once again, I didn't know much about her. So they're bidding on her, you know, all that good stuff. And keep in mind, I'm at the bottom I'm right next to the horse, but I'm not by my mom or anything like that because I was just throwing away my cup. So I don't know who's bidding on her. You know. So anyway, long story short, the horse sells, and I go up, and my mom says, "Merry Christmas." And I said, "What?" And she said, "Merry Christmas. I just got that horse." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, what did you do?" My mom knows a little bit but she doesn't know a lot. She's a very intelligent woman, but she's not, she didn't grow up on the countryside of things, but she's a quick learner. And so, in saying that, we got a horse. Now, guys, truthfully, she's not what I want. She's a little bit older. She's 15 plus on the age. She's a mare, which is not exactly what I want. But she is a Palomino, and I don't know if I ever said this. That's my favorite color horse. She's very friendly. She's very calm. You can pet her really good. And this, I mean, I'm only been fooling with her a couple hours. And this is the first time I've seen her all day. I gave her a little feed. She's a little bit down on her weight. She's not like bad, like, you know, like about to die, but she needs a little bit of weight. We gave her a little grain yesterday. We'll give her a little bit more grain today. And then last but not least, she's shoed, and we don't like our horses shoed, because we typically trim all of our horses' hooves, Dad and I, and when you're shoed stuff, then you're talking about getting a farrier and all that, so it's an additional expense. But in saying that, I am thankful for my mom at least trying. The horse does ride, so I'm gonna ride her. I'm gonna, you know, do all the tests. She's trying to lick my phone. I'm gonna do all the tests with her, see how good she really is. She's kind of a mystery horse, guys, if I'm being honest. I don't know much about her. She's healthy. She came back on all of our tests. She was healthy, and she's 15 plus age based off of her mouth. And she's obviously a girl and a Palomino. So I never had a Palomino. I've always wanted one. But in saying this, y'all feel free to leave y'all's names, what y'all want to call her, but don't get too attached to her, because if I'm being honest, this horse will probably only be around for a month or two. I'm gonna try to train, you know, see if anything needs to be like tuned up, or she might be, you know, perfectly fine. I don't know, but I would love to make a because she's a little older, if she can make, you know, I'd like to make her a little bit more bulletproof sound, and that way, you know, kids could ride her, and maybe try to sell her as a kid horse. Mom didn't pay a crazy amount. She paid $19.50 on her. And so the plan is to try to sell her, you know, maybe for $2,500 if I can get her right, you know, and gain put a little weight on her. You know, sink a little money in grain in her, and then sell her for about $2,500, maybe $2,750, I don't know. And you know, then use that money to go get exactly what I want. But I'm not mad. And I don't want y'all to think that, and I'm not sad, even though I kind of said I was. I'm excited, but I'm nervous about showing y'all this horse, because I don't want y'all to become attached and be upset. But this is part of farming. It's part of buying horses at an auction and then realizing, hey, this might have not been the best thing or exactly what we were looking for, but this is what we bought. And so we're gonna live with it. And you know, we're gonna do it. There's nothing wrong with the horse. I just want to put that out there. I think she's a little older for somebody like me that's a little bit more of an experienced rider. She's more of a rider for like a, you know, 10-year-old, somebody that's looking to take that next step. Right? I feel like she's probably gonna be more of that bridge from a pony to a little horse with a pep in his step. So there's nothing wrong with her. It's just that's not exactly what I want. But in saying that, we're still gonna see what she's all about. I'm not gonna make any judgments. I know I'm getting pretty long-winded, but I really didn't video much. I apologize, but I had to sit last night at the foot of my bed and say a little prayer on what to do. And I think what I need to do is be honest with y'all, because I've been honest with y'all ever since I started my channel, and y'all are in here with me in the high and the lows. And I think this is a high because I finally got a horse, right? And y'all been knowing I've been wanting one for about longer than that, since July. So what's that, like 5 months? So almost 6 months now. So next video, I'm gonna cut it off right here. I'm gonna leave a little cliffhanger. I'm gonna upload the next video quick after this one. So y'all go ahead and like this video, spread it so people can know all the backstory on this horse. Because next video we're gonna throw the saddle on her and see what she's all about. and hopefully she's better than what we anticipate. But thank y'all so much for watching. Please leave in the comments any questions, concerns, any names, and I'll see y'all in the next one. God bless.